a scientific way to manually engage mindfulness. So it is usually, people's greatest difficulty to practice mindfulness in the beginning, and the main problem is the mind keeps drifting. But according to science, there is a trick of the brain, if you understand how the brain works, to very easily achieve this. And I just found out about this today, and I want to discuss this with you in this video today. So I want to ask you a great favor. If you like the contents of my videos, please also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. This will greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And just one extra optional favor, if you could just drop a comment and share this with one other person or a social media channel of yours, I would very greatly appreciate that. But bottom line, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to listen to my video and spending your precious time in my channel. A very big thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I am Osman. I'm a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual ailments. An amazing offer that I have currently is a 10-minute anxiety fix for just $5, less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, delivered to you telepathically, instantly, anywhere globally, and pay only when you are satisfied. And this goes to all of my services. Pay only after I've delivered it and you are satisfied and happy. Visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for contact information. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years and teaching for 44 years. In that time, I've studied under various masters from different schools of thought, from different cultures, and across the globe. From the Far East, the Middle East, and the West, including the scientific community. To that end, I've gathered all the best of all the worlds and put together my own protocols, making things simpler, easier, faster, quicker, more time efficient, and results oriented. Basically, taking the ancient sciences and adapting them for the 21st century. And to that end, I now have students in over 100 countries. And my favorite protocol is my 5-minute yoga and meditation program, which you can download for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com, and in exchange to subscribing to my blog, and where you can also get more information about my services. Also, remember, my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So today I had occasion to listen to Harvard professor in I think neuroplasticity or brain neurology, some aspect of the brain, specialized in some aspect of the brain, and it was in a podcast called "The Diary of a CEO" by Stephen Bartlett, and who is an amazing young entrepreneur who's now just 32 years old, but I think he's owning over 40 companies already and very successful with the podcast with over 10.4 million subscribers, and whose content is very helpful in terms of lifestyle and for business owners and improving one's um, health uh, and all aspects of leadership. And he was interviewing this doctor. Her name was Dr. Jill Taylor. She's got a middle name as well, very difficult to pronounce. I tried a few times, but I just couldn't get it right. But first name is Doctor. She's a Doctor. Professor Jill Taylor. She's a PhD, and she mentioned that she not only studied, anatomy and neurology and the brain science and so forth, uh, and has a PhD in it, but also had an occasion at a young age of 37 to completely lose the use of her left brain for a period of 8 years. She had unfortunate incident of a burst blood vessel in her brain that hemorrhaged and caused damage to the entire left hemisphere. And then she intrinsically experienced what it feels like to live to lose that part of the brain, and she lost her sense of language, sense of numbers, and planning, because systematic planning, getting into a planned action, an action plan, and creating things logically, sequencing, that was lost. And thinking about the past and getting worried about incidents from the past and getting influenced by it, um, all disappeared. And she had to learn to use the right brain to reteach the left brain. And that took, I think, just for her to be able to understand numbers again, just to learn the number one took her 4 years. She didn't know what was, she couldn't conceptualize what was what was numbers. And eventually, of course, she retrained. It took her about 8 years to retrain her left brain. But in that period, she understood intrinsically the amazing quality of the right brain. She says society today, the reason we have so much of stress, so much of anxiety, is because we are left brain centric. We become too systematic and we want to be doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that, and worried about this happened in the past and that happened in the past, and it keeps troubling us. This may happen in the future and this may happen in the and the right brain. So she said there's four sections and four major personality types according to the four sections of the brain. Two sections on the left and two sections on the right. The On the left side, the back half is in charge of all the planning and the action plans and the logical aspect, systematic aspects of the brain. And the front half of the left brain is the one that's causing all the problem, thinking of the past and thinking of the future, and worried about things, and making us afraid to take action and so forth, and causing a hindrance in our progress. On the right side, the front half is very carefree, in the moment, like just doing things, no, without concern for any consequence, right? It's like when you were a child, they say you don't do something and you're in the moment and you're just going to do it. You don't, you're not even remembering they're going to be punishment or anything, and then your parent comes and punishes you, and that gets stored in your brain, and your right frontal section warns you, don't do this because you'll get punished. Sorry, the left frontal section, right, warns you. So the right frontal is just to be in the moment. It's like the intent, what you need to do in mindfulness, to be only in the moment, in the present, is the right frontal part of the brain. And that's the part we want to engage when we do mindfulness practice. And then the right rear part, the fourth section of the brain, personality number four, is the decision making or thinking, the thinking part of the brain, thinking creative solutions of how we want to solve this problem, and what can we learn, from the past, and how we could make innovative changes to be able to resolve the problem, right? So it's the thinking side. The left back number one is the logical action side, right? So there's a neat trick in medical science. What they do is they put on a pair of glasses that totally blacks out everything, and then it's got little wings that open up in order to let the light in, either left or right, right? So they make everything black out first, and then they open only the left eye, And then they ask, what do you feel? So you feel like some pain in your back, or feel a bit, you know, but okay, but you're worried about how things gonna go, whether everything is going fine, and things like that. Then you close it and you wait about 20 to 30 seconds to get used to the darkness, and then open the right side of the glass and only let in the light through the right. Then they ask the person, "Oh, what do you feel?" He said, "No, I feel very calm, relaxed." And asked, "Do you feel any body pain?" And he said, "No, no pain." But when they opened the left, there was a slight, the person was being experienced had a slight back pain. But when you open the right side, there was no pain, nothing, very relaxed. And I tried it myself. I just closed my left eye, right? So I'm completely blind, right? So, but still light goes in through the eyes, right? Because my eye is not damaged. And I close the left eye. I feel, despite blindness, I feel calmness. I open the left eye, close the right eye, and I feel like normal, but I feel distinctly a little bit calmer with the right eye, right? So the trick is close both eyes and wait for about 30 seconds and open only the right eye. When you open only the right eye and let light in through the right eye, it activates the right brain only and deactivates by the left brain. So you get used to practicing manually engaging the right brain for you to be mindful, so to be in the moment. So then when you're practicing your meditation or mindfulness practice, just close both your eyes for about 20 to 30 seconds to recalibrate the brain, and open only the right eye after about 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. And then you're feeling calmer and in the moment. You're not concerned about the past, the future, and so forth, right? So you're manually learning the difference on what happens, what is involved in engaging the right brain and the left brain. So you practice a few times, and as you get used to the practice, you don't have to open or close your eyes. Then you can willfully just activate the right brain through your thought. You know what's involved in activating it. You know how it feels when the right brain is activated, right? And when the left brain is deactivated. So it's not to stop that left brain, it is just to balance the right and the left. Because we, in a society where we are becoming too left brain centric, because we are trained to do things in a certain way. We must be at work certain time, and we must do 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks today, and this is the way to do things. This is the protocol for that. This is the protocol for mindfulness. This is the protocol for yoga, protocol for pranayama, protocol for what's required of you at work, what's required of you at home. When you get home, you have to do this, you have to do that. Everything is left brain centric. And then you thinking of the past, you're thinking of what happened, what you learned, and all that is coming, but the right brain is just in the present, right? And this is an amazing thing I learned today, and I thought I'd share it with you. And credit to the right people, of course. I'm not getting paid for mentioning them and so forth. And take care of yourself always.